Conversation with Javier Manjarres, managing editor of the Shark Tank political blog, and Ben Wikler, Washington director for MoveOn.org and host of The Good Fight. Gentlemen, round two, if you will. We move on now to West Virginia, where two women face off for the U.S. Senate. My former House colleague, Shelley Moore Capito, and Secretary of State Natalie Tennant. Now, Ben, Natalie has an add-on where she's basically running against the EPA, and West Virginia is a coal state, and she's even turning off the power at the White House, and she says she's going to deliver that message to President Obama. Is Natalie Tennant running away from President Obama going to work in West Virginia, and what does it say about the Obama presidency?
Well, I think the thing it says the most about is West Virginia. West Virginia has moved into deep red territory, and clearly Natalie Tennant is running against the administration. In West Virginia, there's a lot of folks who, feel like the coal industry is something they need to hold on to. And the question is, as a country, are we ready to move towards a clean energy future and find new and better sustainable employment for folks working in the coal industry in West Virginia? I think that's the real challenge, but there's no question that the politics within that state are pretty centered around coal politics, carbon politics, both for the Democrats and the Republicans at this point.
So, Javier, what we're hearing from Ben is a fairly significant concession. Right. West Virginia, now a red state.
Well, considering that Santa Obama has only given West Virginians coal in their stocking for the past 5 years or 4 years, whatever it is,
Isn't that what they want in West Virginia?
Well, not the Obama coal. But you know what? Again, everyone is running from Obama. We've seen it. I think Obama is going to eventually start running again, away from himself. Look at his policies. You would think a couple years back he could do no wrong in their eyes. Now he's a pariah to the Democrat Party. And look, they know better to run away from him. And again, they're still going to lose. And again, it's how big they're going to lose this coming election cycle.
Let us talk about these different issues coming out. Suddenly, Ebola's in the news. Ebola as an issue. Tom Cotton, the challenger to Mark Pryor, finds himself the target of a Pryor ad saying that he, Cotton, voted against preparation for pandemics. Now, things are really getting hairy down there in Arkansas. Is this Ebola card going to work for Mark Pryor? What do you think, Ben?
I think it can work, and it should work, because Tom Cotton not only voted against the Pandemic Preparedness Act, he also voted for the sequester, which shut off funding for two of the most promising Ebola drugs. It's what happens when you have an all cuts all the time philosophy. I hope the three of us would all agree that stopping pandemics like Ebola is exactly what government is for. There's a role to play there. And, but when you look at the government and all you see is a target for your hatchet, then you cut off things that are vitally important to people, not only in the United States, but everywhere.
Let's give Javier 20 seconds. Look, Javier, last word.
That's all fine and dandy, but it is shameful the Democrats have to revert to exploiting Ebola, which has killed thousands of innocent people around the world. It's just sad. It's shameful.
Fair enough on that shameful
I hope the government will work with all of us to get this pandemic under control.
All right, pal. On that note, we'll have to leave it there. Ben Wikler, Javier Manjarres, we thank you very much. ETFs, do you know what they are? Are they right for you? That's the subject of this morning's Max to Money report.
They were once the new kids on the investment block, but now exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, are giving the traditional mutual fund a run for its money. So which one is right for you?
A great sports franchise might win back-to-back championships, but it's rare that they would go all the way to the top 5 years in a row. So let's take this analogy to your investment portfolio. Active managers believe that they can consistently outperform their index year over year. Mutual funds are a great example of active management. In contrast, exchange-traded funds are like mutual funds that are not actively managed that follow the index. This is commonly referred to as passive investment strategy. So participants can get the exposure of the index with considerably lower fees, which in turn positively impact long-term performance.
There are many mutual funds and ETFs to choose from. Familiarize yourself with the differences between the products. Go online and look at the ETF you're most interested in and check out what stocks they currently hold. Then ask yourself if these are the stocks you want to hold. ETFs typically charge much less than mutual funds or money managers. So if you like the portfolio, you can save a substantial amount in fees.